welcome to this part 2 of how to drone on the harmonica, on a diatonic harmonica. In the last video, you should have seen how it works, why it works, and a basic tip of what you need to do. You've got to be able to do the that tongue blocking. So if you haven't got your octave tongue blocking, practice that first before, well, you can still practice this other stuff too, but it's helpful, I find, if you can do a clear tongue block. So we'll go on to the next thing. I'd like to make it more melodic on this one, not so much just the mechanics of it, but yeah, you have to get used to hearing it, and some of it's just, yeah, feel. I don't normally write this stuff down with tab, but if you'd like, I guess I could do that. I can make some tablature for it. Yeah. So let's just talk a little bit about it. So if your normal harmonica, like I mentioned before, it will have, or I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but it will have, you play normally the key of C, so all the notes are tuned to the key of C, which if you play a piano or you know anything about music, that's all the white keys. No sharps and flats, if you know what that means. That means everything just fits nicely. That's your typical scale, so everything fits in there nice and clean. When you play in second position, so which is what we're doing whenever we're playing in the G, it works until the 6th note, but on the 7th note, because there's 7th notes in a scale, so on the 7th note it's too low because that's the note that belongs to the key of C, not the key of G. So what happens is this. And that's what doesn't fit. And it should be da, F sharp. Alright, that's what it should be, and that's not what it is. So you have to be aware of that. That means you've got to play pieces that don't have the 7th in it. That's possible. You can find pieces that do that. Either they just have a narrow range and they stay low within the first 6 notes of the key signature. And that's simple. And I'll just start simple. So if you just do, something basic like Frere Jacques, so I'm going to play in the key of C, the key of G, sorry. That's on the, this is the, in second position with the drone. And you're going to drone by changing, so when I blow, I'm on hole 3 on the left and on the lower part, and I'm on hole 2 on the draws. But this is how you can practice it. Simple piece. It's the same idea. You can do it with various pieces. You just have to figure out which ones work. I think Amazing Grace, I think, works. Anything that stays small. Anything that's based on what's called the pentatonic scale, if you know what that is. The pentatonic scale is... Oh, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't have to mean anything to you, but you can figure out. Sometimes you'll say, hey, that one works. No, that one doesn't. If you buy George Winston's harmonica whole solo CD, you'll hear some stuff that you can do, some stuff you can't do, and I'll explain that in just a moment. But there's one about the shrimp tails sticking up in the water. I forgot this title of the thing, but something about shrimp tails. So that one. So. So you can get the whole melody on that one. He doesn't change it up one time where he actually plays another note, but then you need a different configuration for your harmonica. Don't worry about that at the moment. So you can do that kind of a thing. That's one use of that's the main use I normally use of the drone, is it's droned on the low note, and it's again like having a double stop on the fiddle, or like having bagpipes, and you got that part sticking out there that just the whole time. So that's one idea. one way you can do it, if you happen to have a piece that's Mixolydian, modal, if that tells you anything, you can also do those. So George Winston also has one there. He's got a long medley of 4 different pieces, and I forgot the name of it. But, and I'm not trying to sell his songs or his technique. That's just the person I learned most from, so that's who you're going to hear me talk about most. Anyway, he's got one piece where it'll sound more Irish or Scottish or something, but where you really get that note, that you get that F, so the lowered 7th in the piece. So it sounds like this. That's the note right there. Normally that would be a higher note, which you wouldn't hear in a normal major scale. So maybe that helps you out to give you some pieces. The other way that I would use it, and this is more inside of a piece, and not so much constant drone. You can do it for certain parts of pieces. So like Bonaparte's Retreat. This is Sam Hinton. This is where George Winston says he learned it or heard it the first time was with Sam Hinton playing Bonaparte's Retreat. I don't play it anywhere as good as Sam Hinton does, but it sounds like part of the Bonaparte's Retreat has that into it, and you'll hear it. Oh, sorry. I gotta start playing the song. I forgot how it goes. You can hear it down there in the low part. So you can use it like that in pieces too sometimes. That can sound really nice too. So you got the basic of the two ideas. Fine pieces, basic pieces. Maybe in the comments people can list some pieces that work well with this. Some tunes that work well with this. I'll try to get a couple in there too. Some tunes that work well with this idea of just a normal tuned harmonica and playing with the drone. Yeah, that'd be the best. After that, in another video, I'll probably explain what happens if you reconfigure a harmonica to do something a little bit different. That, again, I also learned from George Winston, and I'll post a link to his article where he explains the different kinds of tunings. Yeah. All right. So enjoy, and yeah, let me know how it's going or any ideas or especially any tunes that work. Thanks.